In the village of Kobiana, nestled between two rivers and a sleeping old man mountain, there lived a boy named Kojo. He wasn't like the other children. He didn't chase goats through dusty paths or sing while pounding yam. Kojo was silent. Not mute. Not deaf. Just silent. The villagers whispered stories. He's cursed, some said. He's listening to spirits, others claimed. But no one really knew Kojo. Not even his mother. She would sit beside him, rub shea butter into his arms, and whisper, "Why won't you talk, my son?" Kojo would smile. But not a word ever came out. He was just Kojo, the quiet one who never spoke. His silence wasn't born from inability. It was a choice. His mother tried herbs, priests, even the village griot. Still, Kojo remained quiet. But he watched. Always watching. He noticed things other children missed. Like how Uncle Bidioko's smile never reached his eyes. Or how the shadows around the shrine moved differently on Thursdays. Yet he said nothing. And though his mother whispered prayers at night, the silence stayed. Heavy. Dense. Like thick smoke no one could fan away. Afia was the kind of child the son loved. Bright. Laughing. Full of words. She played near the market that morning. Clutching her door. Smiling at strangers. That afternoon, she was gone. No scream. No trace. Only her door, lying by the big baobab tree. The village turned upside down. The elders gathered. Mothers cried. Panic spread like wildfire. Drums beat messages into the sky. Find her. Search everywhere. They turned over baskets. Waded through rivers. Consulted the ancestors. But the one person who knew something remained still. Kojo saw her taken behind the shrine. Saw the sweets Uncle Bidioko offered her. He knew. But when his mother asked, "Did you see anything, my son?" he looked down and shook his head. At night, guilt crawled onto his bed like a lizard. He saw Afia's face in the stars. Heard her laughter in the wind. He tried to sleep, but the silence roared louder than a drum. "Why didn't you speak?" He covered his ears. But the voice was inside. Inside his chest. Beating. Beating. Only if you had spoken. Kobiana changed. The women stopped singing. The children stopped playing. Afia's mother stopped cooking. Even the birds seemed quieter. And Uncle Bidioko. He joined the search. Pretended to weep. Hugged Afia's mother and said, "We will find her." But Kojo couldn't look at him. Couldn't look at anyone. The silence in the village was now heavier than Kojo's own. That evening, Momaya served him okra soup. She smiled. "Eat, my son." He looked at her. The only person who loved him without understanding him. And then, he whispered, "Mama, I saw her." The spoon dropped. "I saw Uncle Bidioko take her. Behind the shrine." Silence. Then, Momaya stood. Ran into the darkness. Screaming Kojo's words into the night. The village gathered. Flames in hand. Hearts pounding. Behind the shrine, they dug. First, they found sweets. Then, Afia's slippers. Then, her little body. Wrapped in shame and silence. The elders wept. The drummers stopped. And Kojo. He didn't cry. He just whispered, "I should have spoken." Uncle Bidioko was exiled. Some wanted him dead. Others cursed his name. But Kojo, he couldn't forgive himself. Even as the village called him the boy who saved Afia's truth, he carried a weight too heavy for his small shoulders. And though he could now speak, he often didn't. Years passed. A school was built. Kojo became a teacher. Not of numbers or history, but of courage. He taught children to speak, to use their voices. Say what you see, he'd tell them. Even if it shakes the earth. They listened. Because Kojo's silence had once cost them a sister. They say silence is golden. But not always. Sometimes, silence is a curse. A weight. A shadow that follows you even in light. Only if he had spoken that day, Afia might have lived. And so, if ever your heart trembles and your lips shake, speak. Even if your voice breaks. Because silence can be the loudest regret.